back to this story. Somewhere in, see, if you are walking back from there to Aiyur, which is in the plains over there, most likely you will be taking the route in the valley, or because it was a bullock cart, I think it's the same route that I took from Manchi to Aiyur. Maybe in that route is where they were taking it. So anyway, so Kenneth and those guys, they found this guy's body at the beneath a tree, and from there after doing the formalities, they returned back to Aiyur. He says he didn't mention exact place and all, but they eventually they returned back to Aiyur. Once they returned back to Aiyur, from there Kenneth thought he'll walk back to Shivanipalli. Shivanipalli is actually in that direction, behind that hill over there. Behind that hill is Gullatty. So just to give you an idea, that is Gutterayan peak, and that's the direction of Kodekkarai. That's the direction of Aiyur, and that's the direction of Gullatty. And beyond Gullatty is Shivanipalli on that direction. So what Kenneth did was, he thought he didn't want to spend the night with eating some biscuits for dinner, so he thought he'll anyway walk back, and he had kept some delicious food according to him in the tent over there. So he decided to walk back, and he thought anyway it's not a confirmed man-eater, there's been only one human kill. He thought he'll walk back. And as he started doing that, he suddenly was overcome by fear. He wasn't sure what exactly is the reason, but he just could not control his fear. He thought of running actually, and then he all of a sudden thought maybe this is because his sixth sense was prompting him that the man-eater was somewhere close by. And at the time he didn't know about that. He kept on walking with his torch, and he just thought the man-eater had not attacked because he had his torch on. He walked a little distance and then he took a turn. He saw I think 6 to 8 foot rock on the left side of the track, and as he was doing that, he thought an idea came up to him. He thought he can run up the rock and tempt the man-eater to show itself to him so that he can take a shot at it. And he did exactly that. He started running, and as he started running, he thought maybe there's no tiger because it was only his nerves playing. But then he heard a shattering roar right behind him, and by the time he reached the top of the rock, swung around and lifted his rifle and pointed downwards, the man-eater had reached the base of that rock. Wow. Imagine. And he took his first shot, and the tiger roared, jumped, and then jumped into the nearby bush. He fired again, nothing happened. It was a blank shot. He later says, what if the first shot was a blank shot, and basically the bullet was not working, and if that had happened, the tiger would have actually completed its jump. So he immediately ejects that failed cartridge, he puts another one, and then he takes a shot blindly into the bush. And he says he hears the sound of the rifle shot go off against the Gullatty hill, which was about a mile from there. Now I want to stop at this point and highlight this, because see, now he didn't mention which route he took from Aiyur to Shivanipalli, and maybe there were so many other routes from Aiyur to Shivanipalli, but one thing's for sure, he definitely did not go via Gullatty, because if he was going via Gullatty, wow, the wind is picking up. So if he was going via Gullatty, he would have mentioned that he was going through that, and he would have definitely written. And because of the first clue that I mentioned, he said his rifle shot echoed off the hill of Gullatty, which was a kilometer from there. So this was definitely a route in the plains that he was taking to reach from Aiyur to Shivanipalli. So he definitely did not go via Gullatty. So I will have to try and see if there is a route. On maps I have actually found one, but I'm not sure if that is navigatable or something. And if at all that's the route, I think that is somewhere Kenneth would have gone when he was tracing from Aiyur to Shivanipalli. So that's where I'm going to head next. and let's see if I can at least even find the route first. If that doesn't happen, I'll probably go to Gullatty, and from there I'll go to Shivanipalli. Let's see. It's getting really hot now. ಇದು ಹುರುಳಿಕಾಯ? ಓ ಇದ್ರದ ಬೀಜ ಅದ? ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ವಡಿಯಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಅದು. ಇದು ಹೊಂಗರೆಕಾಯಿ. ಇದು ಅವರೆಕಾಯಿ. ಅದು ಅವರೆಕಾಳೆ. ಇದು ಹೊಂಗರೆ ಬೀಜ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಇದನ್ನ? ಬೀಜ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ. ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ? ಎಣ್ಣೆ. ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಹೊಂಗರೆ ಎಣ್ಣೆ. ಏನು ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಹೊಂಗಲೆ ಎಣ್ಣೆ. ಹೊಂಗಲೆ ಎಣ್ಣೆನಾ? ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಡಬ್ಬಿ. ಏನನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳಿ, ಯಾವ ಎಣ್ಣೆ? ಹೊಂಗಲೆ ಎಣ್ಣೆ. ಬೇವೆಣ್ಣೆ ಹೊಂಗಲೆಣ್ಣೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಹೊಂಗಲೆಣ್ಣೆ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ? ಅದೇ ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಹೆಸರು ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಹೆಸರು. It's getting hot. It's like 11:30 now. Hottest part of the day. I should get going. All right, time to continue. Early morning and evenings will be lovely to ride in these roads actually. You shouldn't carry speed at all in these areas, because all of a sudden it starts sliding around in areas. So if you're carrying speed, you can't maintain balance. From here you can see how it's burnt. As I was walking back to my bike, I had actually, this is a saddle attachment that I had just, this saddlebag attachment that I just left back in the bike. I was too lazy to remove it and put it back. I had left it in the bike. I saw a old man standing next to the bike when I was walking, and as I was approaching he left. I wasn't sure what he was doing, but I think what he has done is he has removed this and taken that hook off, that that connects to this. He's just taken that hook off. I don't know what use it is for him. It was quite some use for me. Now I don't know if I can just try and find just a hook so that I can plug this in. So this looks like it's going to be a prominent temple in this area after it's renovated. So what Kenneth did that night after he took a couple of shots at the tiger is, he walked back without any further. He went to Shivanipalli, and that is where he remembered of his friend, who is an interesting character, Sherkhan, who apparently stayed in Shivanipalli. So he seems to be also a part-time bandit and poacher and sorts of he had some nefarious activities, but Kenneth somehow liked him. He seemed to be a nice guy anyway. So he went to him the next day morning, asked him for his help to see if he could help him try to find this tiger, because Kenneth alone tracking as well as trying to shoot the tiger is actually slightly difficult, because he'll have to have his head focused downwards when he's tracking, but he has to be alert as well if the tiger charges from any direction. So to which Sherkhan, he readily agreed, he got his sword that his great grandfather apparently had used in Tipu's army. So he got a rusted sword, and they went out the next day. And when they arrived at that rock again, from where a tiger had shot, this time to the right side, that's when they started following the tiger from there. And they could see blood trace here and there. And yeah, they started following it up. And they eventually went till a riverbed, a dry riverbed at the foothills of Gullatty, in search of this tiger. Whoa. Man, you really need to see where you are going. I was a little distracted looking at the tiger. And the sand is very loose on this stretch. Whoa. Okay, looks like villagers collecting forest produce. I'm almost at the entrance here. And this is the other route that goes to Gullatty. That is the way back. Or I can take this route which goes to Gullatty. By the way, I think that goes to Gullatty. And this one, I'm not sure where this goes. Okay, on maps I thought there was a route here, but it's not a route. It's an elephant trench. Okay, definitely there is no route which goes at the bottom of the hill. Now, for sure, I'll not be able to find the exact place where Kenneth took that shot then, because you never know which route he took in the first place. So basically that side is all villages. So if Kenneth had walked that way, which I think somewhere he would have taken that route, it's now villages, and I don't know if that route also exists or not. There is at least no such visible thing, and even if it is there, it will be in the villages. So what I can do next is probably try and go to Gullatty, which is what I'll do. That's the second best thing, and try to see down if I can see any streams or anything, because that's where the action took place. I assume that the forests were much way that side. I think even Aiyur, till Aiyur guest house, it was all forest then. Now it's all villages. So Kenneth would have obviously walked somewhere that way to circumventing the base of the Gullatty hill to Shivanipalli on the other hand, or the other side. But all that is now villages. It's not forest there, because this is the forest border here. So need to see how good or bad this road is to Gullatty from here. The roads are rough here. Okay. Nice to always park, find some shade. Okay. So you can see, I think Aiyur is over there in the plains below. I've gained some elevation here. that is definitely the valley. Somewhere there must be some route which Kenneth took or would have taken to reach Shivanipalli on that side.
ಪುನೀತ್ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾವು.
ಹೌದಾ?
ಪುನೀತ್ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸಾಂಗು, ಶಿವರಾಜ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸಾಂಗು ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು.
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಲೌಡ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ನಮ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದು
ಏನು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಕೇಳಲಿ ಅಂತನಾ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಇಲ್ಲ,
ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿ ಸಾಂಗು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ತಾನೆ.
ಅದು ಸರಿ.
ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡು ಬೇರೆದವರು ತಾನೆ ಅವರು. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗ ಥರ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣನ ಥರ ನಾವು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಸರಿ ಸರಿ.
ಶಿವರಾಜ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಪುನೀತ್ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ದೇವರು ಇದ್ದಾಗ.
ಹಾಂ, ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ಗುಲ್ಲಟ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು.
ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈ ಶಿವನಿಪಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ? ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾ?
ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾ?
ರೋಡ್ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಷ್ಟು?
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಸರ್. ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ.
ಹಾಂ
ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ?
ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ.
ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಆನಲ್ಲ?
ಹಾಂ,
ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲಿ
ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ.
ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೋನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೋಗಿ.
ಹಾಂ, ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಈ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಾಟ ಮಂತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅದು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ರಿಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪೂಜೆನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದಾನ ಡಬ್ಬಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಗರೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು.
This elephant trench in Gullatty. Where is that route go? Oh, I need to find out. I think I did arrive at Gullatty. Alright guys, so I've come to Gullatty here, just at the border of Gullatty. I think the village is little further there. And the valley that I just saw when I was coming up from this side is right behind me. And somewhere there is where I think this action took place, where Kenneth took a shot at the tiger. And Shivanipalli is in that direction. You have to get down Gullatty on the other side. I think there must be a stream right below this hill on the other side. So they eventually tracked down the tiger there. And yeah, things happened and they found a lot of blood trace. And eventually when they came to a small water pond, the tiger was lying somewhere in the bush behind, and it immediately charged him, and it actually sprang on top of Sherkhan, and he actually swung his sword and hit the flank of the tiger, and he fell back with the tiger on top of him. Luckily Kenneth immediately turned around and he kept the nose of the barrel, the gun barrel, behind the tiger's neck, and he immediately took 2 shots, and that's how the tiger was killed. But after shooting it, he noticed that the tiger's the shot from the previous day, it had actually entered the upper jaw, and its entire upper jaw was actually hanging loose, it seems. So the tiger would anyway have succumbed. So he put the tiger to an end, which was going through a lot of pain for sure. Now I'm thinking if I should continue in this route. It's actually getting pretty hot. I'm not sure how difficult the route is on the other end, because I'll have to get down somewhere near Shivanipalli, and from there I have to return to Bangalore, or I return back the same way and head to Bangalore. What I'll do is I'll just drive a little further, I'll ask around, and then I'll decide that. Okay, this is all the cultivated land of Gullatty here on both sides. ಈ ದಾರಿ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗತ್ತಾ ಅಲ್ಲೇ? ಹಾಂ, ಓ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಆ ರೂಟಾ? ಅದೇ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ದಾರಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಡ್ರೈವ್, ಆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಈ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಇಳಿದು ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಂತಂಗೆ. ಹಾಂ, ಒಗೇನಕಲ್ ಸೈಡ್. అంచెట్టి ఇదే లెఫ్ట్. థ్యాంక్స్. సరే సరే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఓకే, where is the route, man? They're showing this is the route. This is going to be some adventure, I guess. Even though pretty much the story that I had to say is done, I thought I can take this route and go towards Shivanipalli, and from there go back to Bangalore. Oh, they're burning there somewhere. So what I've done is I've visited Gullatty. From Gullatty I'm getting down on the other side of it, which goes somewhere close to Shivanipalli. I've visited Shivanipalli before, and I did a video of trying to follow up on the Black Panther of Shivanipalli story. I'll put up a link for that for you to check out. I don't see anyone going in this route actually. Okay, that's the plains there, way below. All the people in the Gullatty route and Toluva Betta route, I saw a lot of people. Whoa, 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 man. Gotta be careful. Here I don't see any bikes. There is some temple also in this route, halfway down. If I reach the temple, at least I'll know how much further I need to go from there. Okay, the size of that. And that's elephant dung. Oh. Where is the temple? Okay, here it is. So this is another temple in the middle of nowhere. There's no one here. Oh, they also have a chariot. Maybe it's a big temple. And it's closed now. Alright, so it's 1:30 now. I just took a 5-10 minute break here. I'm not fat at all from morning. Been riding and checking out. It's an absolutely peaceful place, but the only one around. So I better get moving. From Gullatty I've covered half the distance. There's half more distance. I hope the road is decent enough. And at the end of it, I hope there is no checkpost or anything. I will still need to cross the forest onto the other end, and if I do that, then I think I should be okay, and then start back. Okay, let's go. This route from here doesn't look good at all. I don't know how far I can keep pushing. This stretch is okay. No, it's a sharp descent from here. Well, I'm down to the last battery. When you're coming down a slope like that and your battery, GoPro dies on battery, it is most frustrating thing. By the way, I've just come down the hill and there should be a short little distance now to the edge of the forest, and I'm hoping there is a way there. Yeah, there are two routes here, one to the left. This is not navigable. I think this has to be the one. Okay, that's the only man I saw all this while in this route. I think I should have asked him if there is a route ahead. Wow, it's still a long route ahead. I thought I was already nearing the border, so I didn't ask him. Now it looks like quite a long route ahead. That keeps going. All elephant dunks. More elephant dung. This area definitely has a lot of elephant activity. You don't want to be here in the evenings too much. Too many elephant activity here. Oh, that is why there is a huge... Oh my god, how do I get out of this? That's the other side of the forest. Oh yes. Yes. Oh man. Elephant dung here also. Oh, thankfully they had left this open. Elephants have come and I could come out as well. Oh man. Alright guys, so finally made it out of the forest here. I was actually getting a little nervous after the temple especially, because this route is not much used, and the Gullatty to Aiyur route, that is definitely a used route. My biggest concern is what if I reach the end and there is no way for me to come out of the forest, because I had seen in Shivanipalli, I had seen such structures. That's Shivanipalli, a little down the lane from here, and they have put these huge elephant barricades. That's exactly what was in my mind. I was thinking, how the hell am I going to cross if I come across this? Then all I had to do was go back all the way to Gullatty, then all the way to Aiyur from there. Wow, luckily they have kept a opening here. I don't know why they have kept this. Luckily I was able to come out, and so have the elephants. I don't know, maybe they kept this out. The elephants are using this as well. There's a lot of elephant activity in this last stretch. So with that said, guys, that's been one hell of an adventure today. I loved every bit of it. I hope you guys liked it as well. And it is hard work when you go on a Kenneth's adventure, and I think that's the way it should be. And I'll see you guys on another adventure. Until then, take care, see you, and goodbye. One thing is, you come out of the forest and then you begin to wonder which way you need to take next. This way or this. I'll try this out. Jaivik Vigyan Kendra. What a beautiful location of this place. I don't know what this is. It's right next to the forest there. And I think I found my way back from here. Wow, finally so happy to see tarmac. Wow, lovely to see tarmac. Oh wow, what is this, man? There's elephant dung even here. I am like, About 1.5 kilometers outside the forest. The elephants have walked this road also. Wow, man, this is an elephant hotspot. Beautiful. Those are the hills from which I actually came down. What a panoramic view from here.